the stately hall of columns. 1960 was the year when young Francis Gary Powers stood before the Russian bear. They were trying him for spying, or the Soviets he flew in the famous plane U-2. Glory, glory, he's a hero. Glory, glory, he's a hero. Glory, glory, he's a hero who flew far on close hand.
Well, finally, after months of it sitting on my workbench, my homemade shotgun is done. I designed this gun to look like an AK style rifle when I was building it, and I think I did an okay job with the appearance. The receiver is a bunch of steel scrap, including a 1-inch black pipe tube that houses the firing pin. I used an AK pistol grip and trigger guard, and I actually used an AK side folder stock, and it's simply wrapped in electrical tape for a better feel on the shoulder and cheek. The barrel is 3/4 inch black pipe, and the red dot is just a cheapo Leapers brand red dot. In order to aid shootability, I added a few features to this shotgun. The most obvious one being the Leapers brand red dot that I rail mounted to the top of the receiver. The rail is simply threaded and Loctited onto the receiver. The Leapers I got at a rummage sale for, I think, $3 with a battery in it, so I can't complain. Even though it's cheap, it does the job. I added a foregrip to the barrel just to give me more of a comfortable hold when I'm shooting a gun like this. It is a little bit of an experience to shoot something this crude. I did add a side saddle to hold an extra 6 shotgun shells. That is a very useful thing, so I don't have to keep them in my pocket. They can just be directly mounted to the gun. There is a front bead sight made with a bent nail, and strangely enough, I actually co-witnessed this with the red dot in case my battery dies or I don't feel like using it. There is a red ring at the base of the receiver and the barrel. You can kind of see it where the receiver ends and the barrel begins. That's just a paint line on the barrel to act as a visual safety of the configuration that the gun is in when it's ready to fire. Being that this is a slam fire pipe gun, there's not much you can do in way of safety except for finding a way to lock the barrel. So that little visual indicator does help a bit when you're loading and getting ready to fire. It keeps you from pulling the barrel too far back before you're ready to do so. You'll see I stamped the receiver with the designation of CS112 and the serial number 0001. The reason I stamped it with this was because, to my surprise, before the shotgun was actually complete, I got a message by a YouTuber by the name of Gary Coldiron. Now, he used this AK-looking design that I came up with to build a very similar shotgun. Being impressed with his quality of work, which admittedly is much better than mine, and flattered that he liked my design enough to replicate it, I took it upon myself to name my shotgun after his, since he finished his first. His is officially named the Cold Slammin' Iron, and I named mine the CS112, which stands for Cold Slammin' One-Shot 12 Gauge. The serial number 0001 should be obvious. This is the first one of its kind. I doubt I'm ever going to make another again, but just putting a number 1 without the zeros would kind of look weird. I did stamp it on the side, but I also spray painted it on the other side of the receiver so you could see it a little easier than the stamping, which you can see right here. Just some white spray paint. It's a little easier to read than that crude stamping, so that's why I did it.
Well, unfortunately, this was the point at which my camera batteries died, but I don't really have much else to say about this shotgun. It's a fun shooter, and I really enjoy it. So maybe now I'll move on to bigger and better projects, and maybe in the future I'll post videos of me shooting this gun in a little more detail. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time.